Hello everyone and welcome to another video by Centipede Geek. Today I'm going to discuss my thoughts and opinions upon an animated television series on Toonami by the name of One Piece. I'm going to talk about episode 235 titled Big Fight Under the Moon, the pirate flag flutters with sorrow. And without any further ado, let's get to it, shall we? Before I dive off into this review, I just want to let you guys know that I'm not a hardcore One Piece fan. This is actually, one of the first episodes I've actually ever fully watched. I've seen bits and pieces of the series. I have a good idea of what the series is about. I've seen a few filler episodes. I've been told things that happen and stuff like that. But I'm not a hardcore fan, so if I seem a little vague on details, that's why. But anyways, let's talk about this episode. This is a huge episode. I actually love the episode quite a bit. It's pretty much about Luffy and Usopp and them confronting each other because of previous reasons in this episode and previous reasons that have already happened, I'm assuming, in previous episodes of the anime television series on Toonami in the name of One Piece. Luffy and Usopp are fighting because they have to sell off the Merry ship. And the reason they have to sell it off is because they don't have enough money to make repairs. It seems that, some of their stuff was stolen or, money was stolen or something like that. And now they only have, like $10 million or something like that. They only have enough money to buy a new ship. They don't have enough money to to repair the ship. And to Usopp, the Merry is like a person, Merry, it's either Merry or Merryweather. Other way I can't remember. But either way, the ship is like a person, it's like a person to him. He doesn't want to get rid of the ship. And Luffy, he's not trying to be rude or anything. He's the captain. He's trying to do what's best for his crew. And it ends up developing, major spoilers come up if you haven't seen the episode. So otherwise, click pause. Otherwise, keep watching, right? It ends up developing into this huge confrontation between them, where Usopp ends up leaving the crew, and then it looks like he challenges him to a duel, where they actually end up fighting. They don't fight in this episode, but it seems like they're going to in the next one. So that's pretty much the main plot of episode 235 of One Piece on Toonami by the name of Big Fight Under the Moon, the pirate flag flutters with sorrow. Overall, I loved this episode. The reason I loved it so much was because of just how serious the tone was. It was, I'm not too familiar with the One Piece universe. I know at times it can be very dramatic at times, and I know other times it can be very wacky and goofy and eccentric and stuff like that. So overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I loved the serious tone of it. I loved how, in the intensity of those scenes between Usopp and Luffy. I really liked Usopp's character in this. I loved how, his attachment to the Merry ship, his Merryweather, whatever the ship's called. I loved his attachment to it. I wasn't really on either one of their sides. I understood them from both sides of the circle, both sides of the spectrum. And then, Luffy's side, the captain making the best choice. And then I love the whole vibe of the crew having to deal with this. The guy with the green hair, kicking them through the bed, trying to, the cook and the girl. It seems that we have a character by the name of Robin. It seems she's missing somewhere. This was an intense episode, a huge episode. I loved I just loved the aspect of it where everyone's trying to do the right thing. No one's for sure what the right thing is, but they're trying to live their lives to the best of their ability, trying to be, king of the pirates, and I love the line where he says, I believe you would still be king of the pirates, but I can't, he says, I can't accompany you there. I can't go with you there any longer. I love that line. And I just love the fact, I love, Usopp's persona, his, the way he looks at things. Another kind of sad scene is where it's showing like flashbacks and stuff. It's a very sad scene. But it's showing flashbacks of when, that Usopp was happy with them and Usopp is leaving the ship. Another great scene is when the doctor comes back and he's crying and he says that, he tells them that Usopp told him that they're not friends anymore because of the events that happened on the ship. And overall, just a fantastic episode. I love the serious vibe, the whole conflict of them giving up this ship that I guess they've had since the very beginning, it seems like. Giving up this ship that they've had for so long, having to part ways, with a friend as Usopp sees it. And it's, having to part ways with that so they can get along on their journey. That way Luffy can become king of the pirates. And just the whole concept of the episode was just very cool. And I loved the whole serious vibe of the episode. That was just really cool, because I know at times the show can be very comedy and very, comedy driven. And it's really cool to see that comedy take a break and to see things come to a more, I guess you could say, a more dramatic vibe. And I'm really curious to see Luffy and Usopp fight. That's going to be kind of cool seeing this happen, because they don't want to fight each other. But it doesn't seem like Luffy doesn't believe he can talk things out. So it was kind of a sad episode. It was very sad to see things, go this way. But, as Luffy said, he didn't think that they could go any different way. Anyways, that's my review of the animated television series by the name of One Piece on Toonami for episode 235 by the name of Big Fight Under the Moon, the pirate flag flutters with sorrow. Next week's episode is episode 236, and it's titled Luffy vs. Usopp, Collision of Two Men's Pride. Once again, thanks for watching another video by Centipede Geek. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to my page below, and I'll see you guys later with more videos by Centipede Geek.